Hello, my dearest lovelies out there in the land. I got a TCGO match for you. I think this is like the first one that is actual with like a real deck and stuff. I'm running Zeals because I was thinking of probably practicing for Battle Roads or something. I'm just looking through my deck because you gotta do that. Anytime you can search your deck, you probably should do that. And I get the Thunderous, and I was hoping for like a Switch or like Skyra or something, but I don't get it. It's unfortunate because I would have liked to set up the thing with the disasters. But anyways, I go for the Thunder Wave, and I actually get to paralyze him, which is cool. I do have 3 Eels in play, which is even cooler. I'll be able to retreat next turn, but the problem is, as you can see, I have, how you say, I believe it's called a Sheet Hand. He's doing his old Ultra Ball things, get his energy in the discard pile, because that's how he does his thing also. Both do the same sort of thing deal. But, like I was saying, the Sheet Hand, it has no supporter, it has no real, like, next turn value, and then the card I get also is bad in so many ways. Can't really use it. Don't want to waste the DCE on the Thunderous. Go for the Thunder Wave again and get the Paralyze. Yeah. So that's happening down there, and he's got Darkrai in action and play and stuff. And really, all that I want to need and desire would be like, I don't know, any supporter ever. Even Hooligans would be really cool right now. Haha, just kidding. So did you guys see the prize support changed for regionals, and the only people getting money are juniors and seniors? That's bad. Anyways, moving on. I get a Zekrom EX, which is cool. If I have energy in the discard pile, which I do, I can retreat and get Zekrom set up this turn. Which is cool. What did I just do? Why did I do that? That's stupid. I decide to not do that for some reason. I think that would have been a good play, but hey, what do I know? I play it down now with a DCE, and I'm like, I think after all this happened, I probably realized how stupid I am. And I go for the charge here, and now I can Disaster Volt things, which is cool. I mean, I can take out his Dinos and his Sableye and, really stunt the whole point of his deck, which is getting Hydriegon out and being able to shift energies around and using Max Potion to never die, essentially, which is bad, because I want his things to stop breathing. He's going to put in Darkrai in the thing, and he's going to start Night Spearing, which does 90 to the active and then 30 to any bench Pokemon. And look what I get. I get an N, which is great. Now I can play the Skyro and Ultra Ball things, and oh, it's so great. So I Ultra Ball away the Level Ball and the Skyro. The reason I did that instead of just playing the Level Ball is because I don't want that Skyro in my deck anymore. It would just be dead space. It's horrible. It's a bad idea. This Zekrom's already got a DCE on it, which is cool. But I had a data motor thing onto it, and now I have, like, again, 2 pretty much useless cards in my hand. It's a bad thing. But on the next turn, I'm pretty sure I could, like, just knock this Darkrai out with my Zekrom if I Dynamotor and retreat. Or if he knocks me out, that would be a problem. See, that was a misplay. I should have put Raikou on the bench, that way I have a free retreater. That way, when he does knock me out, I can put up the free retreater, i.e. Raikou, and then I could Dynamotor onto Zekrom, then I could retreat into Zekrom, knock it out with the strong thing. So I didn't do that, and that's bad. Immediately afterwards, I was like, shit, I might be mentally stupid. So, he plays on Sigilyph, and that is not a big deal. But Tool Scraper is a huge deal because it doesn't make me feel good. It really does not. It makes me actually pretty sad on the inside of my heart, and that makes me cry. So, I'm checking out his discard now, and I'm going to see how many supporters he played down and all that. He's doing well. He's getting things set up. He still hasn't got Hydriegon out. I've noticed one, and then he plays Rare Candy, and then he does get one out, and I'm like, oh man. So, again, remember how I started talking about how he's going to exacerbate things and stunt his growth, like, setup growth? His setup was going to punch it in the testes. Didn't work out. So now, what's he going to do here? He might attack with Sigilyph, which is okay. Because all he sees is EX and Electric. So, actually, a pretty strong play. If he has a Max Potion, he could use it on Darkrai, and that way, if I have a catcher, I can't kill Darkrai. Now, I'm looking at my discard, and I'm, like, thinking to myself, well, fuck me, but I think the chances are pretty high that I'm going to draw into a supporter, because, like, I've only played one this whole game so far. Otherwise, pretty decent position. Let's see. What I think about putting an Electric to the active, because I'm like, maybe I can get a switch off like a supporter or something, and then no. Oh, and I get the switch, which is the brilliant part. So what I can do here is not do that. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna Dynamutter 3 times to Raikou, and then I'm gonna play switch, and then I'm gonna snipe that Darkrai. I think, unless it has more than 100 HP left, which it is not. So I hit it for 100, and that switch was key. And I get 2 prizes, and it's a Bianca and Electric Energy, which is a phenomenal. Yeah, it's phenomenal, and that's a good thing. And so now he's got the Sigilyph out there. He thinks he's rocking the shit, yo, and that's fine, but I do have Zekroms, like regular Zekroms, that can destroy that thing. So please, leave all the energy on him so I can squash Sigilyph. Because Sigilyph has an ability, if you guys are new to the game, that he prevents all attacks done by EXs to himself, so, like, that's a good, you know, he stops that. Anyways, he ends me into 4 cards, which gives me a Zekrom and a catcher, and that's pretty neato. That means I could play down Zekrom and, like, retreat my other Zekrom, because apparently he captured it up and I missed it. And then I could go Dynamotor, 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 and then I could do the thing, basically jizz all over his face, and with poop, too. I don't know, sure. So that's what I'm doing. I'm Dynamotoring 3 times. I mean, I have to discard a DCE to retreat this Zekrom EX, but worth it. Why? Because he's got a Blend Energy on that Sigilyph, and anytime you can take a Blend Energy away from Darkrai Hydriegon is a pretty good thing to do. I didn't end there, and I think it was probably because I didn't want to give him more cards in his hand, and I'm pretty much fine with what I have in my hand, and I know I'm going to draw a prize, so, you know, you don't have to play a supporter every turn, you know? Just think about it. Anyway, he plays an end here anyway, so that's, you know, whatever. But I get a Bianca. It's a Tool Scrapper also, but he doesn't have any tools in play, so I can't really use that. My bench is full, so I can't really put down Mewtwo, but I do have the Bianca, which will net me 4 cards at the moment, but when I draw a card at the beginning of my turn, it will only net me 3 cards, which is fine. I checked the settings, because the settings are great. Oh, right, I remember, because there's a thing that you can turn on when you hover over the guys. It tells you what energy is attached and how much HP they have, and it's like one of, like, the tool tips. I think you have to leave that on, and then you get, like, the little overlay that hovers above the stuff. Now, he's got Sableye in the active, which has Junk Hunt, and Junk Hunt is a fucking broken, stupid attack. It gets you 2 items from the discard, but it does use your attack for the turn. But in a world where you can just move energy around and Max Potion your Pokemon and heal them fully, and then Dark Patch for, like, acceleration, it doesn't really matter that you're using up that turn, because you can come from behind pretty easily. Apparently I used Tool Scrapper even though there's no tools on board, which is totally illegal. And then I didn't play down the Lightning first, which is, I don't know why I didn't do that. would have got another card, I probably realized it here and went, oh shit, I'm really smart, huh? Anyways, I gotta do the math here, and then I gotta Bolt Strike him to do enough to knock him out. So, I'm feeling pretty good, because I'm gonna take another prize here, and I only gotta take 2 more. If he plays down Darkrai, that'd be neat. But otherwise, he's got 2 Hydreigons out, and Hydreigon is pretty much a threat, because it can do so much damage. But, I mean, with only a Hydreigon, and a Dino on his board, it spells pretty much a good game. I think here he's actually going to take out my Zekrom EX, which is, you know, whatever at this point, because I can hit it back, but also it's a really good play for him to knock it out, because it's the only thing I have that can one-shot a Hydreigon. So, that's actually a really good move. It's going to net him 2 prizes. Maybe he can get another Darkrai out, or Super Rod or something. I mean, his deck is looking pretty thin at the moment. And he's going to be able to take out that Zekrom, and it's just bad. Now here, I put it in the Raikou, for obvious reasons, because with Skyward Bridge, he has free retreat. Yeah. At the moment in time, right here, I think I'm doing Mewtwo math, which is, God, fucking love Mewtwo math, man. At Battle Roads, like, last weekend, I had to do Mewtwo math a lot, because, like, I was playing, against this guy playing Terrakion, and I was like, okay, well, we're in trouble, because it's a yellow deck, and then yellow, it gets, you know, hurt by brown, and so I'm like, alright, Mewtwo, aggro Mewtwo, let's go. And I was getting TCEs and Dino Motors and stuff, and I was like, alright, I'm starting to one-shot Terrakion, since he doesn't play Mewtwo. I'm like, oh, that's a silly thing to do. Play Mewtwo in every deck, man. It's so good. It's just so good. Now, at this point here, I'm thinking about using my catcher to get a prize right quick, and I do. The reason why I do that is because if he knocks out my Zekrom, it puts more lightning energy in the discard, and I could theoretically just Dynamotor onto the Raikou, and then do the thing to get my last prize on that Dino. Unless, of course, he evolves it into a Hydreigon, but still, you know. So that's what I'm setting up here. Otherwise, you know, he's in a pickle. He can't one-shot anything on my board aside from that Zekrom, who's already taken on a super much damage, or maybe an Eel. But like I said, it's just a matter of time before that, you know, Raikou gets fully powered up, can knock out something. He puts a Dino in the active, probably because Dark Patches, and then he gets an N off his random receiver. I'm like, alright, this whole N deal is not a good thing, because then I would only have 1 card. But I think I'm able to play the board. I just looked at my discard pile and I totally missed what was in there. Probably no lightning. So, but like I said, I'm probably going to be able to play the board anyways, which should be fine. I mean, he can't snipe around an Eel, so, I mean, he's really got to take something out and then be able to promote anything into the active and then really cause problems for him. I think at this point in time in the game, he's probably just thinking, shit, how can I get out of this? How can I win? And then he just forfeits. So that's a good match and a good video, if I do say so myself. My narration was pretty awesome. I was going to give it an A or an A+, but I completely forgot about A++, so that's what we're going to give it. A++, stamp it on the paper. And I just want to say, 1, Magnation is a good channel. I like it. I like the commentary on the matches of the WW12. It's good. It's good. It's really good. And then, you know, I just felt like plugging my friend. You know, big deal. Let's see. This is my first video in, like, this is my first video of September. September's been going on for 12 days now. It's almost 2 weeks. It looks like I have reverted back to my old style where I just upload whenever the fuck, and instead of like the second half of last month where I was like upload, and I know you guys like that because you guys like getting pounded with just awesome. I mean, who doesn't like getting pounded with awesome? But Just, life happened. That's how, how it goes. But there's stuff coming. There's going to be stuff coming. I think if I grab some water and maybe finish this game of Madden that I just started, literally, maybe I will record some Star Wars Force Unleashed today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. You can follow me, gay guys. If you don't follow me on Facebook, sometimes you miss out on things. I'm a really cool dude, and sometimes I go, hey, be positive, and sometimes I'm like, hey, here's a video for only you guys. I've only done that twice, but it's been fun. And then if you don't follow me on Twitter, you missed on so much awesome. I'm awesome all the time. It's not just on black screens and when Pokemon things are happening. I'm awesome 24 hours out of the day. When I am sleeping for whatever amount of time I sleep, I'm so awesome. It's unbelievable how awesome I sleep. If you just saw me sleeping, you're like, shit, I didn't know you could be so awesome while you're sleeping. That's incredible. Whoa. And you really have to see it to believe it. I can't just tell you and explain to you how I'm awesome while I'm sleeping. It just is. It's like, yo, why is ground beef so good? It just is. Why is tofu so bad? It just is. Why am I so awesome? I don't know. I just am. Black screens for life. Peace.